Hello, 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 hello. My name is Nakia, and you are here for the last 10 books tag. Last book I DNF'd, last book I wrote in the margins of. Come right back and find out. All right, so as I said, this is the last 10 books tag. I was tagged by B Reading. Hello, hello. Thank you for tagging me. It took me a minute to get to this, but we're here now. We are here. The original tag was created by Marc Nash. I will link his video below. And let's just get on into these questions. We got like 10, 11, something like that, and we're going to roll right through them. So let's go. Of course, I have my paper where I wrote them all down. So question number 1, the last book you didn't finish. Today is April 11th. I have a clock over there I can see. There have been quite a few, but I'm not going to spoil them because they will be coming up in my April wrap up. So I will talk about one though, and that would be What Big Teeth by Rose Zabo. This book, I already knew when I first read the synopsis that this probably wasn't for me. I let peer pressure, the booktube community convinced me otherwise, and I should have listened. It's just not for me. It's it's a story about a girl who's from a family of monsters or something. I just didn't care. I got to like the 4th, 5th page or something, and I was like, I don't really care about this. So yeah, more on that in my wrap up later this month, but this is one of the last books I did not finish. Question number 2, the last book you reread. I've said this before, but if you're new to my channel, I'm coming off of a long hiatus, slump, whatever you want to call it. I have not read consistently for years. So technically, I don't have a book I've reread, but I do have one that I have listened to the audiobook over and over and over again. So I guess that counts. I've been told, I've heard around the way that audiobooks count as reading. So that book would be A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. You can see this book is well loved. This will actually lead into another question in this tag, but yeah, I have listened to this audiobook several times for a refresher. Love this book. So yeah, that's the only one that fits that one. Question number 3, the last book you bought. I don't have it here. I'll just pop it up here on the screen, the picture, because it's on my Kindle. But the last book I bought was Later by Stephen King, which I am in the middle of reading as I film this video. Not right now, but before and after. You know what I mean. Anyway. Question number 4. The last book you said you read but didn't. I don't have any. Who does that? I'm pretty honest. I'll tell you if I didn't finish a book. And yeah, if I read it, I'll tell you what I thought. Yeah, anyway, it's weird. Question number 5. The last book you wrote in the margins of. As I said, the book I just held up gave you a preview, but yeah, I made all the tabs. I'm going to have to buy this book again so I can have a fresh copy. But yeah, apparently back when I read this book, I liked to write, wow, all on pages. God, it's embarrassing. Anyway, A New Earth is one. My other one is also embarrassing. I'm putting some embarrassing stuff on here in this video. I hope you appreciate it. But the next one is a book that I read. When did this book come out? I'm looking at the book before I show it to you. 2009. So yeah, good 10 plus years ago. Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey. There's also tabs. And I actually only have one spot that I wrote in. You don't need to see what that says, but it's there. Like I said, embarrassing. I would donate this book or whatever, but who wants it now? Anyway, there you go. Now I would never write in a book. I would just take notes in my journal. I have a reading journal I keep now and put notes in my phone or something. But yeah, no, we're not writing in any more books. Question number 6, the last book you had signed. I've never had a book signed, so sorry. Yeah, I'll take a signed book, but yeah, anyway. Question number 7, the last book you lost. I would say all of my books from my childhood, I don't know what happened to them. I know I probably own some Christopher Pike books. I've talked about that before on this channel. I used to love Christopher Pike when I was a kid. But the most recent one that I know I lost when I was a kid, because I used to read it all the time, is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And I actually just repurchased it for myself. I bought the bind up of all 3 books so I could have them all. And I will not be losing that one. Yeah, I think that's mainly it. Of course, like books from school, but as far as reading for fun, like I said, the books from my childhood. Whenever I watch videos and people are like, oh, I've had this since I was in elementary school, whatever, I'm jealous because I just got rid of stuff all the time from moving. So yeah. Question number 8, the last book you had to replace. I pretty much just answered that one, my Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark book. Because like I said, I loved that book as a child. I loved the movie that came out. So I just replaced it. And as I said, it's not going anywhere. Question number 9, the last book you had an argument over. For one, I don't really like to argue. So I don't think I've argued with anyone over a book. I've probably debated, but even not really. Like, mainly me and my daughter sometimes will go back and forth about a book. We've had a couple books that we tried to read at the same time, and she stopped. She always stops. And I keep going, and she'll later be like, see, that's why I didn't read it. That's why I didn't finish it. And I'll be like, but. Or I'll be like, it wasn't for you. But as far as other people, I don't really, like I said, argue. I always say books are subjective, and that's what I love. So I usually am like, if somebody disagrees, I mean, hey, it's fine. It's all good. I didn't write it. I don't care. Moving on. And the last question, the last book you couldn't get a hold of. That one, I actually just looked for this book before I recorded this video. Not for this video, but I just looked for myself because I wanted to see if I could find it. But it would be The Knife by R.L. Stine. I will pop a picture up here. There's a cover. I'll put the cover up here. That's easy to find. I don't want that one. I was looking for it one time. I don't remember where. Maybe, I think I was looking on Goodreads and I saw another edition and I was like, I want that cover. That one's nicer. So I have been on the hunt for that book, the book with that cover, this cover, because that's the one I want. I would keep on my shelf. It's the spookier looking one. So I'm still looking for it and I don't want to pay an arm and a leg. So I'll just wait it out one day. But anyway, so those were my answers. Hope you learned a little bit more about me. You know, I embarrassed myself a little bit, but it's all good. It's what we're here for. So I generally don't tag people in these videos. You know, I'm always like, if you want to do it, do it. So yes, anybody who's watching this, if you want to jump on in, go ahead. And that's all I have for this video. Again, hope you enjoyed. And until next time, snuggle up in your hideaway with a good book. Unplug as much as possible. Be kind to all kind. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.